At VRA Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at VRA Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. VRA Finance. We are the future of crypto.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Vibreville. If you didn't watch the stream earlier today, epic stream with Dave Weiss, the legend. Been following his channel at Jaren for years now. So to be able to talk with these guys, it's humbling. It's awesome. It means we're doing the right thing around here, doing it the hard way, putting in the work and not taking any shortcuts. It's good. Every day I open up Twitter, I get 2 or 3 messages. Hey, saw your project. Wanted to know if we could work together. Hey, wanted to see if you could boost you up to 10,000 followers. Hey, wanted to reach out to you. Saw your project. Let's boost your followers. It's every day. And how many people just take that ticket and buy followers? But not me. We're doing it the right way, the organic way. And my dumbass tonight was out earlier picking apples out in the orchards, getting supplies back, and thought I was streaming tonight with Rags and Facing Reality, but no, that's tomorrow night, 9 p.m. So it's going to be, unfortunately, just me tonight. But yeah, guys, what an exciting time. I mean, look at this. Everything's green right now. The bull market is here. We are on the verge of something special happening. And I was under the impression you were going to have a left translated cycle. Everything's going to happen this year. We're going to go into the worst depression ever. Kind of reminds me of the same freaking thing we heard last year. And guess what? The stock market making new all-time highs. It's going to just keep happening. Everything's manipulated. Everyone's greedy. Why would they crash the markets when a lot of their salary stuff rely on them? These jobs that they take at these corporations when they leave Congress and politics, they got to go to these corporations to the high-paying jobs. And it's not going to stop. People are greedy. And until we have a new system or something that hopefully blockchain will help create, it is what it is. That's why you got to go against the herd. I see it in everything. In crypto, we're crazy. It's scams everywhere. You're trying to pitch people awesome projects. When you see the light bulb, you understand a project, you see it's going to be successful with whether it's everything in the TitanX ecosystem right now, whether it's Hex and Pulse Chain, or XRP, Stellar, Velos, all the stuff we've talked about for years on this channel. You can go back to day one, and I'm still talking about all the same projects. I'm still holding all the same coins. I'm in this for the long term. This is not a short term, let's make as much as we can and then get out. No, guys, this is, I saw that last cycle, and that was the mistake. My friends that did nothing did the best. How ironic is that? The ones that weren't trading, the ones that weren't moving stuff around constantly, the ones that weren't, chasing every new coin, every narrative, they bought early and they just held. And we're setting up for the same thing. I don't think we're going to blow off top and the cycle is going to be over this year. I just don't see it happening. The more this plays out, the more that it just looks like we had a little bit of a pump because the ETFs, people, that just shows the FOMO of crypto. When people see it for the first time, experience it for the first time, like you can't get enough of it. And I think Bitcoin kind of just went up, and it had people thinking differently. But now the more that this has played out, we've kind of gone sideways. Alts have just gotten demolished. All these VC coins are just dumping on the market. It feels like the cycles are just playing out exactly like they always have been. And I think we're going to have Bitcoin's going to run up one more time this year. I don't know if 85, 90K. And then I think that's it. For me, I think that's the top for Bitcoin ever. I don't think if it hits 100,000, I say all the time for sentimental reasons. So we could say that. It hit 100K, hit 100K. But other than that, I think we're going to see a huge shift in the market as soon as elections come and then stablecoin legislation comes. Everything is going to really change. All the stuff for the institutions, the banks, it's all been built out. It's all pretty much ready to go now. And when I look around and I just see the headlines, everything is so bullish. Cointelegraph, crypto events turn to regulation in politics as election looms. On-chain lending ramps up. G-Money's anguish over buying the top of CryptoPunk collector. Senator Warren calls out Deaton's pro bono work for crypto. SEC's Ripple appeal doesn't challenge XRP's non-security states. It's positive stuff now, guys. Remember how bad it was all bear market? It was all just FUD. But now all these sites, everything. BlackRock pitches Binance, OKX, and Deribit on its using BOTL token for the derivatives trading platform. So there we go. Now BlackRock has direct liquidity or direct ties to exchanges, directly putting liquidity onto exchanges. This is where it's all going. DeFi can complement centralized financial systems, said Federal Reserve's Christopher Waller. MicroStrategy stock big premium to Bitcoin holdings. EigenLayer's official X account hacked. Yeah, stay away from that shit because everything is so bullish now. This is amazing. And this, I think, so we're going to have Bitcoin's going to hit like 85, 90K. Alts are going to have a nice run up. I think we're going to see a huge run up in alts. And then legislation's going to come with stable coins and everything. I think they're going to start cracking the hammer. And what happens the second they say, you know what? All meme coins, all these coins that are on exchanges, you have to come register with the SEC in order to get listed on American exchanges. Or if they do it for meme coins, or if they just start to drop the hammer, which I know they're going to, the second they do it, it's going to just spread fear and panic around this industry. So I don't know how long the meme nonsense is going to last for, to be honest with you. I think people are kind of sick of it. It's played out and people want utility. They want a team. They want a narrative again. And I just don't think memes are there. Of course, a couple are going to survive, but I really think we're going to see a fundamental shift in the market. And when that happens, we're going to be so ready for it. It's like with TitanX, we're unaffected by really anything outside the market now. We have our own thing going on. And that same thing is going to happen to these assets that have tokenization and assets and stuff brought on chain, real world assets, all that. When these trillions of dollars of assets come on chain, they're not leaving. So the chains that get these assets are going to separate themselves and have like a first mover's advantage on the market. I really think that's what's going to happen. And from doing research every single day, listening to people's streams about Quant and Stellar, Hedera, Ripple, what they're all doing together with Overledger and the regulated payments network and the DTCC, you can see all of it, all the connections behind the scenes. Their Visa and MasterCard are now working with Stellar to have like a universal platform that Quant is the glue to. So no matter what blockchain you're on, you're going to be able to use your crypto to pay with a Visa or MasterCard that's linked up to your account. So it's not going to matter what chain we're going to be on anymore. Like Axelar fixes all that. Layer 0 fixes all that. Flare brings an Oracle natively on chain. So all these things are like here. So I just don't see memes out doing all this. Like when the institution, I was listening to another podcast today that I guarantee you these meme guys aren't going to listen to or want to hear. That all the VC money, they really can't go after memes because there's no value proposition in them. They know that it's just pure gambling. And when you're a VC fund and something goes bad, you can't just say, oh, we gambled on memes. So he was saying it's so hard as a VC fund to invest in meme coins. Like they said they were able to do it with Dogecoin because of Elon and kind of a narrative, but that was the top of last cycle. But from now, none of the funds are really investing into memes like that. Yeah, some of the foundations on chain are helping out meme coins to try to bring eyes on chain. But I don't know. I don't think the memes are really VC funded. It's all the layer 2s and all the like just the stuff that is so not cutting edge anymore. It's just diluting the market with all the EigenLayers and Starknet and ZK Sync. And I think Optimism is going to be the one that survives. So for us that did the ZenFTs on Optimism, the ones that I'm claiming now are worth almost $4 to $5 a piece per claim. And it cost us Um, it cost me $50 to do 140 of them. It was like 30 to 40 cents per ZenFT, and now they're already printing 10 to 15 X's on each one. So if that $50 is going to turn into who knows how much. My Velo bag, every time I claim the ZenFT, I swap it for Velodrome on Optimism. That bag alone is worth almost $300 now. So I put $50 on there, and my bag of perp is worth $100. So that's 400. I'm at already an 8x, and not even half of my Zen FTs are out yet. And they're going to just start pumping because the Optimism over there is the golden boy. It's the one where everything is fully minted out. They're done. It's going to take ETH 6 years to get where Optimism or Zen on Optimism is right now. So that's a huge, huge, huge difference. So, and look, I've not seen anything really but like this. How courts might respond to meme coin cases is still of an open question. Crypto lawyer predicts a dramatic increase in meme coin lawsuits. So, guys, I'm hearing this from people that I trust too. That they're going to start dropping the hammer on some meme coins, and when they do that, it's going to have a cleansing effect on all the ones that don't have the cult-like followings. And that's why I think you're seeing the cult narrative now, because these meme coin, these shitty projects know if we don't have that cult following, we're done. And I see it in TitanX. I see it in the Pulse chain and Richard Hart ecosystem. Hex, whatever you want to call us. Hexagons, Pulse chains. It's the same thing over there. We're all cults, and we need that moving forward. That's one thing I will give Sami props to, is he's been saying that for a couple months now. You need to be a cult this cycle, and he was spot on with that. You know, Avalanche, they just launched this off the grid. That's going to be huge. Gaming's about to pump. And I think it's going to kind of be little narratives that go. I don't think it's going to just be the full-blown euphoria. I hope it is like 2021, that full-blown euphoria. Everything's going nuts. But I think it's going to be narratives where like the AI stuff runs for a little bit, and then the DeFi runs for a little bit, and then gaming runs for a little bit, just like it's been. Like there really hasn't been an all-out everything up. A little bit in March, but nothing like we saw last cycle. So this is awesome, guys. And yeah, we were supposed to be streaming with Rags and Facing Reality night, but yeah, I screwed that up. But yeah, I actually got rid of my Liquid Zen. I sold it for Inferno. I got out of all my Gnosis safe. That's still on here. I got to take that off the list. I sold all of that for ETH to get my Element 280 mine NFT. And guys, this thing is freaking printing. It's insane. Let me find this thing. Element 280.win. Use all right. So here we go. So I bought the I need to figure out like what to do with this, because I think the whole point of these is like right now, right? Let's see. I could claim my token and get $1,900, right? So how much is 1,900? So then I could go and I could come mint a new one right here for 1.1 billion Titan X. So how much is 1.1 billion Titan X? I learned something from Dave Weiss today. I didn't know you could do this on here, where on Deck Screener you could come down and do this. Where was it here? Trade. Here we go, right here. So let's see how much 1.1 billion Titan X is. Wait, no, that's not it. No, that ain't it. Shit, that's not it. Where was it? I know there's something here where you could come down. Here it is. All right, Titan X to USD. So 1.1 billion. Yeah, all right. So it's 1572. All right. So right now, I should be able to burn my NFT right here, claim it, burn the NFT, claim the element tokens, and then buy another one and arb a little bit of the difference. I think that's the whole point of this. So, yeah, I need to figure this out. And I don't understand my share of the global rewards pool is $200, but I can only claim 16. So what do I have to wait 35 hours for the distributions to come and then I'll get all of that right there? Don't do it. I'm gonna get see. I don't understand. So how am I gonna get wrecked? Because I'm gonna get 1900 element right now. I swap it for $1900 of Titan X. So I swap it. Yeah. All right. So let's see. Where's Uniswap? So let's see how much that is real quick. Where's the element 280? Or great. Oh shit. I didn't know. Oh, there that's right, bro. Good call. Good call. The 16% tax. That's right. Yo, appreciate that. I forgot about that. Yup. Yup. So the 16%. God damn it. What am I doing over here? Do. Not bad. There we go. All right. Yeah, that's right, bro. The 16% tax. So 10% of that is 197. So that's going to be like 250. So that puts me down to 1700. Yeah, I mean, I'd be making like $100, I think. It's gonna, yeah, pretty slim pickings there. I mean, it'll be scraps. Yep. But honestly though, but with my rewards here, actually, how much is the gas to claim it? One of the selected unclipped rewards be locked if you don't claim them before. No. All right. Claim the rewards. Let's see how much this costs real quick. Oh, this is nuts how slow when as soon as I hit go live, I've noticed it too with a lot of different streamers. They keep saying, man, my internet's bad, my internet's bad. And it's always when we live stream for some reason. Come on. This is brutal. Like, I don't know what to do. All right. But that's not bad. But when is that coming in 35 days? 35 hours. All right. So that's I'm definitely just gonna wait because yeah, I'm not selling it with the 16% tax, and then it's gonna be $30 in gas. So yeah, that's right. And that's probably why it's so close. If you did it like 3 days ago, maybe when before Titan X ran up another 20%. I mean, shit, I almost want to mint like how much is a common one in ETH? It's like 0.09. Oh, 0.06. Guys, these NFTs print, all right? Like, so I got the 1 billion right here, and it cost me 0.54 ETH. Now it's 0.6. Wow. So I think, yeah, it goes up a little every day. So mine was 0.54. It was like 1600. No, it wasn't because ETH was 2,500. So it was like 1250 around there. And I've already gotten, I think do you guys know tease that why that if this 211 here, if I'm gonna, that's my share of the global reward pool. Do I get this when the distribution becomes in 35 hours, or am I only getting a portion of that? Or do I only get a 0.5% or 0.05%? No, 0.05%. That'd be pennies. See, if I could claim in 35 hours, so in 2 days, if I could claim all of this, that'd be another 230. That pretty much covers the 16% to redeem this on the tax. So then at the $400 arbitrage, you'd be able to make a couple $100. But I think it's just not even, why even risk it? Like, I think it's worth just holding on to, because this is just going to keep printing more rewards as the arbitrage gets a little bit bigger. People are going to take advantage of it. That's my share of the pool. And why can I only claim 8 million? How come I can only claim like 8% of that, or 7% out of the 103? That's my share of the pool. So, but why can I get it. This was from the first block or whatever. So, or distribution. So in 35 hours, am I going to get this whole share of the rewards pool, or am I only going to get a portion of this? Because I don't remember the last cycle. I didn't check the stats when I got the first claimable reward. Okay, so all right, so that'll be sick, bro. So yeah, I'm not even going to sell this thing then. It's not even worth it, because next cycle in 2 days, this will be like $250. The NFT in ETH cost $12.50. So I'm already getting back almost 20% of that in one distribution site phase. So imagine in 6 months, imagine in a year, in 2 years, the rewards that this is going to print. As long as gas stays relatively cheap and it's $3, $4, $5 to claim, it'll be no problem. But if it's $25 to claim, that's going to kind of suck. But I guess you just would wait then until your rewards got, till the next cycle. But man, this is really cool too, because I know it was only, you can get the element. So the 16% tax. So that's what, 97. So you're getting back like 800. That's even still worth almost $500 more. Like, this is real, guys. Shout out to the dude. I mean, for real. What a hold on, you know what? I'm gonna throw this. Hold on a second. I'm gonna just see if any of the TitanX crew wanted. I'm just gonna post it in the chat right quick. All right, yeah, there we go. So, guys, yeah, this Element 280 is the one, and then AlienX today. If I don't know if any of you guys did that, so you could only mint on day one, and let's see how. Look at that, it's already in profit. So I did buy and bird mint. Does it have the stats on here? No, it doesn't have your individual stats. Oh, there we go. Stat. No, it doesn't. All right. So yeah, I did 215 million AlienX. So let's see. AlienX to TitanX. Oh, this is so insane. This is insane how slow this is. It's like embarrassing. Oh, actually, what if I go to recent searches? I know it's down there. AlienX to TitanX. All right, so 215. Oh wow, it's pretty much exactly 1-to-1. Oh no, I'm up. I'm up 100,000. No, 80,000 Titan X profit. Which that's really funny. But that's good though. On day one, that's great. I thought it was gonna be like 2 days until it leveled out. I didn't realize that the minting day was only 1 day, then you had to wait a week. I thought that it was every day for a week and then a week off. So I fucked that up. So once I realized, oh shit, the mint is over for the day. Yeah, we got the bottom in. Oh, look who we got. What up? The Mo is in the building. My man. Coming to join when I get ditched by my friends. Appreciate you.
Hey man, I was watching the can you hear me? Make sure everything's on.
Loud and clear.
Okay. Yeah, I was watching a Joe Perry video on Hydra and I got your message. You're like, everyone ditched me. I'm going solo. I'm like, well, I can help out. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Oh, good. I was joking. I messed up the communication. I was texting while doing 7 things outside, so I miscommunication, but oh, we got more face of reality in the building too.
Hey,
What up, bro?
Let's go. I
let's
told you
go.
in the text I wasn't counting on it, but let me clean up. I'll be there. So, all right,
Nice.
let's go.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
I was just looking at the Element 280 in awe of what the dude has made here, and I forgot about the 16% sell tax because I was like, damn, there's like a almost $450 arbitrage opportunity here if you claim it, but with the 16% sell tax, you're down to like 1,700 after gas and all that. You might make like $100, but it's still, I think, profitable.
Look at the I thought I was muted for a second. The payout in Element, like it's paying out $307,000 in 35 hours. Bro.
Dude, I know that's what I was just wondering was, so my claimable here, so that in 35 hours you get the whole share, right?
Yeah. So did you do that day one, I guess, or day two, or
Yeah,
something like
yep.
that?
Day one I minted the 1.1 billion one. I wish I could have done the 10 billion one, bro. Like, I wish.
Yeah, you and me both. I was like trying to scramble. I was like, is there any way? No, I don't have that free. I don't have that free at all. On day one, there was an unlockable rewards distributed on day one. That's what your claimable is. And then after that, it goes into a more standardized, I think, like distribution cycle. So yeah, in 35 hours, then you get that full amount.
And then it costs a little bit more to mint too, because I saw the ETH. Or is that because Titan X went up? Is that why it costs more ETH? Because it's still 1.1 billion Titan X, but I paid 0.54 ETH to mint mine, and now it's 0.6. That's because there's a increase.
Yeah, I believe that looks like the same price. Because it would be 1 billion, and then you have the amp. So yeah, that's the same price.
Yep.
It's just
so 1.1 billion instead of 0.54 ETH. You're right. Yeah, it's literally more than 10% more expensive in a couple days just from Titan X outperforming ETH.
Everything's moving. Do you see Volt just hit an all-time high? Oh, whoa, it's way in
Again?
Yeah, bro.
No, again, dude.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I'm such an idiot. Like, I didn't swap back any of my Volt for Titan X, and then it kind of had a dip at Titan X. I was like, I should probably just get a little bit back. So I sold like 30% of my Volt, and I'm regretting it so bad now.
I sold $1,000 worth of Volt like 4x ago. I'm like, what the fuck? Why
dude, and Steve didn't warn us, bro. Like, I'm gonna yell at him and be like, dude, why didn't you tell me to never sell Volt no matter what?
I thought it was gonna be a slower roll for the pillars, and it's like everything in this damn system. Everything I think I have it figured out. It's like, nope, we're gonna go exactly the opposite of what you thought. And I was like, yeah, I thought after the mint phase, and everyone knows the pillars are coming out and the wheels coming out, but I still figured there'd be like a little bit of a sideways action, maybe a dip. And I was like, yeah, I'll take 1,000 out. Maybe a couple days later, I can put it back in. Gone. That cost me 4x more now. I'm like, God dang it. Yeah.
I thought the same with Dragon X,
bro.
Yeah.
Morpheus. I'm getting ready for that.
Nope. Oh yeah.
I have no idea.
There's so much happening that I have a minor coming out in 2 hours. And in my head, I was like, okay, should I buy the dip on AlienX? Should I buy the dip on AwesomeX? I was like, I could buy a little bit more ORX. I could mint some more ORX. I could mint some more AlienX. I was like, all right, what am I going to do? I got a couple coins here, start flipping, narrowing it down. And then I was like, Morpheus is coming out any day now. No, I got to hold on to this TitanX. My God.
Right?
Every day I spend TitanX, it's more expensive to reacquire TitanX for the next project.
Yes. It is gone quick. Way too quick.
I
didn't expect it after 280 to do what it did, to be honest. I was literally thinking, maybe park a little bit here, and then I'm going to wait and maybe get 30 or 40% more coins. Yeah, not going to happen.
Dude, bro, everyone got it. I mean, how could you? No one could have thought, bro, that when we had that much inflation, that was what was going to happen. Like, it was impossible to tell. I mean, I said the only way I think it could not dump is if Jake literally manually cranked up the buy and burn himself to offset the massive amount that's coming out. And bro, it just shows how strong this protocol is.
At some point, I did the math on where we were with like the V1 and the V2, and this was, I think it was just that. I don't even think Dragon X was there. And I was like, okay, what if we like really dump, like Zen from the top dump to the bottom? Like, what if we did that? Like, and so then I started calculating what the buy and burn could wipe out at those prices, and I was like, I don't think we're anywhere close to this thing being over. There's a lot of room left in this. And so I'm not going to be like, I saw I saw the promised land. I didn't like double down, but I was like, no, I don't think it's over. And I just kept hanging in there. The math kept working out. And then all of a sudden it was just build on TitanX, build on TitanX, build on TitanX, build on TitanX. 1 trillion, 10 trillion, 20 trillion in a month. I think we burned through. Like, wow.
Insane.
Wow.
Probably a lot of players are now considering, wait a minute, if this is going to be the thing, then I need to keep my TitanX because there will be leverage on it for products to come in the future. So even the fact that things are coming in the future prevents them from selling their bags. Clever play.
Bro,
yeah, 100%.
Look at this shit, bro. But on December, what is this? This November 29th, 50 billion is the most inflation that comes out moving forward. 50 billion coins a day. Like, bro, between us three, we could handle that inflation pretty much. Like, we could offset. This is like, bro, like 2 months from now is gonna be fucking crazy, bro. I don't see this coin not just going up 10-20% a day consistently.
Do you have the premium for the?
No, I don't.
Share my screen. I'm going to give you an alternative way to look at that. He has it spread out a little differently. I love looking at it this way.
Yeah, I would love. Yeah, I can't. I don't have the premium.
So just look at the chart on the right here, and the chart on the right shows you it by week. So here you have all the TitanX future mintable TitanX by week. So we got 600 billion coming out that week, a whole $1.5 trillion throughout a whole week, 1.8 trillion, 1.9 trillion, down to 700 billion, 500 billion, 200 billion, 100 billion, 8 billion. Less than a billion.
What week is that? Okay. What's the 8 billion? What week is that?
Bro, there's a zero mintable TitanX week. The second week of 2025. Like, bro.
Yeah.
The 8 is looks like
What week is that?
middle of December. 2 weeks before the
Oh
end
my
of
dude,
the
that's
year.
right. 2 months, bro. 2 months from now, all of the coins are out, and the buy and dude, these buy and burn protocols have so. Oh my dude, I can't wait to see how this plays out.
And then you look at
Like,
this one just to buy month, and you're like, yeah, 3 trillion, 4 trillion, bang, down to 162%.
liquid.
Wow.
Dude, last time I looked at this, it was 33 and 29%. Now we're at 22.
Goes away quick.
Have you seen this chart? Wait for this last one to load. This is the good one.
Oh shit, I'm sorry. I'm looking at
No,
my
you're good.
screen here. I'm thinking you could see. Yeah.
I do that all the time. I have multiple screens up. I'll start talking about one. People are like, you're showing me something else. All right, check this out. That's your inflation. Or that's your supply. This is your cumulative supply. We hit the peak right there at 770 trillion. And then dip, little peak up. Now we're down to about 55 trillion. That's so wild.
Was that day 280,
That's-
that big green candle?
Yes.
Okay.
Right there. That's 280.
And we're not even 80 days from that. It's not even 3 months.
Your peak was September 17th. We're 1 month. We're like 31 days from September 17th to now. We went from 77 trillion to 55.
And the difference that's going to happen from these next 60 days is going to be it's going to drop off twice as fast as that.
I mean, just think of how profound the price difference is in the last 3 or 4 months. We're going to do that again and then some. Not financial advice.
Yes.
You never know. Lots of moving parts. They can't say that. I almost roped them into a hot potato there. Sorry, guys. But yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see where this all goes.
I mean, a 10,000
By the way, shout out
was just the beginning, no?
Say that again.
A 10,000x was just the beginning. No?
Yeah.
So we're still 100x to go.
Yeah, it's not financial advice. It's common sense.
It's not financial advice, but I will say as a non-founder that with the rate of supply reduction we've had and the rate of price appreciation we've had, I am looking forward to the future. And I will say that the distance between 5 zeros and 4 zeros will be very volatile because there's a lot of money in that range for anyone who's still in from the very beginning. But I think eventually 4 zeros is not out of the question. I think it's definitely possible.
Bro, I think a lot of the people that in the beginning, like everyone that I talked to that was doing max miners and stuff, bro, everyone was like, yo, this project is an 8-year project for me. This is 8 to 10 years for me. This isn't a one cycle thing. So most people I know are long-term thinking with this. So I think you're going to be surprised with how many people really hold that were in day one, because you had to have really been ahead of the curve to see what everyone sees now. You know, we saw it in 2 weeks.
That's true.
I have to read the
That's
white
true.
paper, and it was like, if this goes a certain way, like this is going to be one of the best projects we've ever seen. Like this has the blueprints to be absolutely insane. It's just the amount of adoption, and with after 2 months, I remember asking Jake, like, you know, I'm sure you had numbers in your head that after a couple months you'd have X amount of users or however many miners. I was like, you know, are you above? Are you at that number? Are you, you know, are you below it? Are you near it? Are you above it? Or are you in La La Land? And his response was something like closer to the latter. So if this is already doing numbers he never could have predicted, or he could have seen happening, but never foreshadowed them and thought never in a million years could have this happened. But now that it did, and there's 441K in the buy and burn. I mean, in V2, and then V1 has, I'm sorry, only 11.7 million in it. Dang it. That's it.
Go to
Just
the
go.
Hydra.
I think, I'm actually really worried now, bro. I think I'm gonna have to start some fun.
Okay, you ready? You said those numbers. Here's the Hydra buy and burn. There's 14 million. Did you know there's 14 million in the
No.
Dragon X buy and burn
Bro,
for Hydra?
there's more in the Hydra than there is in both Titan X's. Titan
They
X
don't
has
matter.
12.3.
They don't matter anymore. That's just
Dude,
that's in the
That's
you know?
$27 million in the Hydra or Hyper
Hyper.
and Titan X buy and burns.
Hyper's got 5.2, and
So there's
already
$18 million
Yeah,
or $28
We're
million. I mean,
We're fine.
in the
Fine.
We're fine.
bro, I'm actually worried,
Fine,
bro.
man.
I'm worried,
Yeah.
dude. I don't think this is gonna go as people think.
People are like, "What does he mean bad?" No,
Wow.
the opposite. Like you don't have enough. That's
Wow.
what he means. Yeah,
Dude,
that's
this
some crazy numbers. I gotta go.
like
Go back to
and like with the stuff on Pulse Chain with like PTGC and Alien and the Pika one that's running that are really outperforming Pulse Chain.
Oh, I missed the Vortex.
How much
That's
is
the
that?
Hydra Vortex. That's the Hydra Vortex. There's another 3.2 million in that.
Oh, dude, bro, we gotta start warning people. This is gonna go bad. This is Jake's a scammer, bro. We figured it out. He's got $30 million in the buy and burns, but it's all going to him.
And then
Bro, I have a miner that comes out in a little bit. It cost me $400 when I made it. It's coming out at a 5x. Like we're in that territory right now where you're 5x on a miner in the early days. That's where I'm like, and I don't think it's a bad thing if we go sideways between here and 4 zeros, because like I said, I'm already at a 5x.
We need to give people a chance to get in.
Remember what it said when we made them? I mean, when we made the miners, it said what, 71x, 72x, thereabouts. When we made them,
well, they were $160,000.
Yeah. Did you also remember how quickly they went from that to like all of a sudden now and then in February and March you're like, well, I'm down 90%. All right.
Yeah.
Bro, why are people doing miners right now for max miners? It makes no sense to me. If you took that same ETH and market bought, you will end up with 300 million more than you will get from your miner and your T rank bonus. If you have the ability to just hold and not be a dumbass, why would you even do a miner right now? I don't understand.
I think
it's maybe the same as staking, protecting yourself.
I think it's because we were so close.
Yeah.
Because remember the other day, it was like last week, we got like 2% away from a 280-day miner being profitable. Now,
yeah, but even if it's profitable, the amount of ETH it costs can market buy you right now 900 or 800 million.
Yes.
You can only get like 5 or 6 from a miner. So
I got you.
So I don't understand why people aren't just market buying and just hold.
You're
right.
What I mean? No, you're right. 100%. It's a contrarian future play for if you're down negative 2% right now. Yeah, I could absolutely just buy it all market. Technically, if it's down negative 2%, the miner buy though is going to get you maybe more without the slippage that you would buy on market if it was only negative.
No, because it costs now almost what is it, like 0.26 ETH or something, 0.27. That 0.27 ETH is 800 million Titan X. You will only get 550, 600 if you get a huge T rank bonus. So if you can have the ability to just buy right now and send it to a ledger and say, I just did a 280-day miner in your head, you'll come out way like, but Titan X, if it doubles in price and, of course the miner is going to be more profitable. But for right now, I just don't think people are understanding.
I think they're thinking it'll be a wave like that when it does become profitable, you'll have a wave of miners coming in and that maybe their T rank will be bigger. I think that's what they're going for. I don't think it's necessarily going to go like that. I think maybe
that's what I mean. So, you're banking on a what if that has to happen, to be where if you just market bought.
It's much smarter. It's 100% much smarter. I'm not even debating. It's 100% much smarter to just market buy TitanX right now and fucking stake it for 3 months or park it, don't touch it, put it in a ledger and mail it to yourself.
Just send it to a different address and forget about it. Or you know what?
Make it in
bro, honest
somewhere.
to God, bro, people can't do that. That's the craziest thing, bro. There's a couple people I've worked with, and like, because if anybody messages me and they want help or have questions, I help everybody out. Ever DM me. And there's a couple guys that literally cannot just buy and hold. I gave them my wallet address. I said, here you go. You can watch everything I do, copy every trade I make, hold every bag I have. And they physically could not do it. They were holding the stuff I had, but other coins on their list were pumping harder. So they sold out and got into that. And then the coin they bought after selling it dumped, and the coin they were holding pumped a little bit. So they literally couldn't do it. So I get why some people do that, because they just don't want the temptations. But I mean, it's crazy.
Have you got the hey man, can you tell me how to make $1 million in like a month? Have you got that DM yet? Like, because I get those once a week.
Not
hey,
really.
So what TitanX can I do and I'll make $1 million? I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah,
I don't really at this point.
I would say, you could do it in a week, but you got to put in $999,000 now, and then
I was gonna say you got 700K to work with. I mean, then we can talk. But
you can make 30. You can make 30%
no one at that point
is.
No one with 700K like that is on YouTube looking for help. Like, they have their people that they work with in real life. So there's very few people that have that kind of money and are in this chat, but you got, there are, which is awesome. And I'm super appreciative that people come and listen and stop by the streams. Matty Allen was fudding no way. He was fudding TitanX, bro. Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah. He was totally doing that.
Like that it's going to go to the moon.
Wow.
Same as he drawn.
So
I think that was when he was going through all of his drama. And so he was just slinging. He's like,
So right now there's 17 projects and there's 13 in the upcoming pipeline. So that will be 30, but not all of them burn TitanX. Some of them burn DragonX. Some of them burn Hydra. I think actually all of them in a way do. I believe, or in order to get on this list, I think you have to. Is that right, Mo? But for the most part, you're going to be burning a core coin.
Yeah, for the most part. Because no matter what, I believe the LP fees get burned for just about everybody. So even if you're not technically having a dedicated TitanX buy and burn, and like some protocols aren't burning TitanX, but they send it straight to the DragonX vault. So that, I mean, it's the equivalent of it. Some equivalent of removing it.
Yeah. So there's Jake said that he wants 100 or 200 projects on top of here in the next year or so. So could you imagine that right now we just saw trillions of coins come. The one day I think there was 30 trillion coins that came out. So now from now until December, the most that's came out is 500 billion, which is today. So now moving forward, no day ever 5 billion coins. And then Mo's just looking, starting in December. I mean, you're talking 50, 20, 80 billion coins a day. And we just had the AlienX project launched in the last 2 days. And they took in something like, I want to say 865 billion in 2 days.
Yeah.
Let's look at the stats.
Yeah, they're almost at a trillion.
Yeah, I think it's something like that.
Go to the mint page at the bottom.
Yep. Yeah, 685 billion TitanX. So so right now that is the equivalent of today's inflation and half of tomorrow's. But in the future, in December, if a project comes out and it burns that much TitanX or deposits it, that's going to be the next 3 months worth of inflation. So it's going to get completely crazy. So absolutely, what do these projects do? They all have a purpose. So yeah. So Yeah, I'm assuming you're new. You watched the stream this morning. So TitanX, this ecosystem is the main site is app.titanx.win, and TitanX is the first project of the ecosystem. And the whole point of this, or how it works, is you take Ethereum and you come in and you used 0.2 ETH, and you could choose a date. So most of us did max miners on day one, which was 280 days. So for 0.2 ETH, we got 2.5 billion coins around there. So right now it costs about 2.6 ETH to mine, and you get 450 million. So you get about 80% less, and it costs an extra 30% more or 35% more. So now less people did miners, so there's less inflation. So what Jake did is, out of the ETH that you minted, 8% of it went to a future development fund for the ecosystem to encourage other projects to come and build on top of TitanX to help, burn it, get it off the ecosystem. And then that's when DragonX launched, which Eric is the developer of that. Jake Sharp, or the founder. Jake Sharp is the founder of TitanX. And there's no VC money, no pre-sales. Everything is fair launched. And all the projects that have followed are unique in certain ways, and they all use TitanX or DragonX or Ethereum to basically mint those coins. And then they all have these crazy buy and burns or auctions in them to keep the systems just keep moving around, burning coins, and money getting sent to vaults to buy and burns. I mean, this ecosystem is crazy. So in a sense, all these projects that have launched have came out to help take TitanX off the ecosystem, and they've all done extremely well. Every one of them has gone up. And if you got in day one and just held or minted, you're in profit. And now the TitanX farms are out, so people have money earning the TNIC, the incentive token. So if you put TitanX and DragonX into a pool, you start earning a new coin for yield. So now that incentivizes whales and stuff to take supply off the market. So everything that's done is for everyone in the community, all these builders, to work together and to help all the projects kind of in sync take more TitanX and DragonX off the market and burn it. And I've never seen a community like this where everyone's coming together. There's been 20 projects launched, another 10 in the pipeline. Not one has been a scam, a rug pull, a black stain. Everyone is supporting each other. And Jake, the founder, is here all the time on stream every day, liking people's tweets, supporting the whole ecosystem. And when you have everyone working together and getting creative, it's absolutely game changing. All these, and now that we're at the point where TitanX burn is going hyper deflationary because people didn't do miners for a big period. About 6 months in, it wasn't profitable. People were fudding it. So the people just stopped doing miners. So now the amount of coins coming out, the future supply is going to be nothing compared to what it's been the last 14 months or no, the last year or so. So after 14 months, the supply is out and the new projects coming out one after another. It's going to keep burning it. And this ecosystem is going to just soar. Like, this is how DeFi is supposed to be. And it's absolutely incredible to see. So yeah, exactly that. Everything built on TitanX. They burn a token, but they're all very unique in what they do. Yeah. And how they do it. Some of them you create miners. Some of them have an auction system. Some of them have just a vault that gets sent to that every 5 minutes does a nonstop buy and burn of the coin. Some of them every half an hour, they do a never ending buy and burn. So these pools have millions of dollars in them that every half hour, every day, every cycle just keep buying and burning those native coins. So no matter what people do, there's so much money in all these vaults and buy and burns. It's going to just keep removing supply regardless of what people do. And then you have all these builders and the ecosystem growing. Like, it's incredible to see.
Think about in stocks, right? Companies do buybacks. When a company gets enough money and they want to make their people at the top they want to make their people at the top happy. They'll do a stock buyback program. So they'll take the money they've earned and they're going to buy their stock off the open market. But the problem with that is companies can just create stock whenever they want. They can just create more and then just dump it back on the open market. All the stock they bought, they can sell it right back on the open market. A buy and burn is basically a stock buyback program that buys that stock and then destroys it forever. It can never get used again. But then the other thing is most of these systems that we have buy and burns on are permanently capped. So make a permanently capped system, so imagine you have a company that issues shares, but they're never allowed to issue shares ever again. And then they constantly, every quarter, just buy shares off the market and then go, see these shares? We're going to rip them up. So everybody else who has shares, those shares are now worth more because there's less on the open market. And that's what they're doing. They're constantly buying, which produces buy pressure. And then that buy pressure is never going to get put back on the market. So it never turns back down into a red candle itself. So it's a really awesome system.
If there's no fun, what would you do if holding $1 billion Titan X? What are the holders' options? So you can stake it and you can earn ETH rewards, but though they've been kind of diluted. So I'm not staking right now. I did at the beginning. And I'm going to hopefully burn them for X28 if possible, or for another coin. But what I did yesterday was I did the AlienX protocol, and that I did 200 million Titan X, and 215 million Titan X, and it minted me 215 million AlienX. And right now they're worth 1-to-1. But today, all of the coins came out and there's no more minting. The next period comes in 5.5 days. So in like 3 days, I wouldn't be surprised if I could sell back, 130,000 of my AlienX, or 130 million, and buy back my 215 that I put in. So now I have all my Titan X back and I have a little bag of AlienX. Now I can just hold as a moon bag. And then there's Morpheus that's coming out. So I'm going to do a little bit of that pre-sale, do a couple 100 million Titan X. And then I highly recommend the Element 280 NFT here. I did this one, and I did the 1.1 billion NFT one. So that cost me 0.54 ETH, which was $1,250. And right now it's worth $1,271. And I have $210 in rewards coming in a day and a half. So that, so you would do a tenth of that. So you would have spent $125 and you'd have $20. Well, it'd be a little less. You'd have like $15 in passive income already. So in like 6 months, you would be able to sell off your interest to basically have a free NFT that's going to pay you these rewards forever, because there's a 16% sell tax on the NFT or a burn tax when you claim it. So even, I paid $1,250 for this. It's worth $1,970. I could claim it, pay the tax, and still profit a little bit on top of that. So a lot of these protocols that are coming out now, you can get your Titan X back really quick, where the first couple ones with Hydra and Hyper, you did miners. I mean, it took months for you to get your money back. And even my short Hydra miners are underwater, but I'm just holding them liquid because I don't care. I market bought a little bit more because I know the long-term ones, they'll be profitable. So if I had $1 billion, I would definitely get one of these Element 280 NFTs, because it just gives you back these rewards forever. And I love that. And then I would look at the next round of AlienX and watch the first week and check out the chart and see if this was the bottom after 12 hours of being able to claim. It was already profitable. So if that's the case, you do it, you mint with a couple 100 million on round 2, you claim the next day, wait 3 days, and then sell back and get your initial out, and you'll have a little bit left as a moon bag. So you can kind of pick and choose these protocols and figure out ways where you can make ROI or make more Titan X, or keep your $1 billion Titan X and end up with 4 different moon bags and 110 million Element 280 NFT with your $1 billion Titan X coin. So that's the goal right there.
Fox Mulder was saying it's a little complicated for him. just, you start at the overall level of TitanX. It was a mining protocol that went from hyperinflationary to hyperdeflationary, and it has an obscene amount of buy and burns and buy pressure, taking it off the market. If you want to go into the side projects, you're going to have to do a little bit more research and do that. But grab your TitanX bag and then do your research and just wait. Because if you just hold TitanX, we've pulled, it was 70 trillion a month ago. It was 77 trillion a month ago. We're down to, I think, 55 cumulative total right now. In terms of what's on the market total, I think we have, I was just on it. I think under 48 trillion right now.
Yeah. And the thing you don't want to do is like go nuts and spread yourself too thin and be like, and feel like, oh my God, I got to get into all of these projects. The current total supply is, I think it's 55 that's on the market. Hold on, stats right here. Liquid is 45 trillion. There's 33 trillion staked. And
look at that buy and burn. 73 trillion has been buy and burned already.
Yeah. Yep.
73 trillion.
So 22% of the supply is liquid right now.
100 million.
And it's just squeezing and squeezing. Every protocol that gets launched. Every protocol that gets launched,
35% has been buy and burned already. Yeah.
Insane.
Yep. So Ouroboros still has 8 trillion to go. So take 8 trillion off that liquid supply.
Wow, right? Dude, this is insane.
So now we're at
65.
What, 30? Yeah. I mean,
what's in dude? The liquidity pools are huge, bro. So
insane. There's a lot.
Look at this. So TitanX has 6.3 million in liquidity. DragonX has 13 million. Hyper has 3 million. Hydra has 2 million. Baby DragonX a million. Titan Farms has 2.54 million.
That's just the TIG token. That's the TIG token.
That's the token.
Go to actual Titan. Yeah, if you go to Titan Farms, the actual website,
28 or something.
33.3 million is being managed in Titan Farms.
Wow.
Like, there's a lot of liquidity in this system.
Wow.
Guys,
33.3
liquidity in the system. Look at that.
83% of total liquidity. Wow.
This started at less than $1 million. Way less than $1 million. I mean, it started at less than 100,000. Like,
it almost went up like a stopwatch when we were on stream. You could literally see the millions ticking. It was,
Oh, I know. That was so wild.
Yeah.
So what blew my mind was Volt. So Volt was a protocol that launched, and they started with $5,000 in liquidity. And what he did was, I think it was 8 or 10% of the buy and burn, or the TitanX that was used to mint Volt. 8% went to auto adding to LP. So it went from 5K to 10 million in LP within, let's see, Volt now has
7 days.
Sorry, 10.7 million. And this project is like a month old, maybe.
There's $500,000 liquidity on a DragonX.
September 28th. This thing is 3 weeks old, and it went from 5K to 10.7 million in liquidity. It's absolutely nuts. And this is locked liquidity too.
There's another $500,000 in a DragonX Volt pair they just made a couple of days ago. Someone made. And I think they're trying to get a DragonX Volt pairing in Farms, which will just add even more support to both of those.
Like, this ecosystem is so special. The people here, everyone is so transparent. Everyone they're amazing guys. And the people that just FUD it, bro, it's so low IQ. It's so insanely dumb. Where if you just look for 2 seconds at things, it's like you see right through it, or how just low IQ it is. Like, this ecosystem is special, and it truly is some of the smartest people that I've ever seen in crypto, all coming together, but saying, all right, I'm building this project, but I'm going to help these guys and these guys and these guys. Then this person builds to piggyback off that. It's not, okay, how can I come in and steal from what they're doing or take away from them? It's, how do I come in and boost them up? So every protocol that's launched has been successful. And it's crazy.
Yeah. No, and that's a huge thing, is that it's not like required, but somehow the Build on Titan X ecosystem has turned into a look. We're all symbiotic. Like we're all helping each other. That's the main thing. You pair with someone, like look, you can launch on Dragon X like Morpheus, and you can spend all the economic energy that you get coming in to buy off your own pair. That's great. But Morpheus is going to send a lot to the Dragon X, so Dragon X can raise itself, which is going to do a lot of good for Morpheus. And so by helping Dragon X, you help Morpheus. And you have these little symbiotic relationships occurring all the time now.
People only want to see the numbers, unfortunately. It's a question we get a lot in the Morpheus chat. Why only X amount of buy and burn on Morpheus? And why is it so low? Because everybody has really high and you are really low. But first, I would say is look at the number that is not displayed in that buy and burn. When is that percentage going? Oh, there's 40% actually going to Dragon X. Damn, that's a big amount. Yes, correct. And
Dragon X is every single burn on Dragon X. Makes that's Dragon X you're going to need in the future, and you can't get it anymore.
Exactly.
Oh, my Lord. Yeah.
From all the Titan X that comes in, 20% is going to be taken straight off the top and put into the vault. And then as soon as everything, the protocol went through all its steps, the liquidity pool is created. As soon as the mint phase or the buy and burn function is called, then 20% again goes to buy and burn Dragon X. So in total, it's even more than just 20.
Yeah, that's legit.
Yeah, and so it's on ETH, but what people are trying to do is bridge it to Pulse Chain and bridge the gap. So Pulsar is a project that just launched, and what they're doing is when you mint Pulsar, 25% of it goes into this portal that's on Pulse Chain, and it's done over there. So people are trying to figure out ways to bridge this gap, because I just know when ETH gas gets more expensive and we're paying, $75, $100 a swap, $30 to claim and do to mint, it's going to change people wanting to launch on ETH. They're going to want to figure out a way to do it on Pulse Chain and save that money. So I think there's going to be a shift once the community is really solidified and there's 4 or 5 projects on there. I think there'll be a shift towards stuff building over on Pulse Chain just because it's so much cheaper. I think liquidity will start to be bridged over there, and I think that'll be a really good thing.
Yeah, 100%. And meanwhile, it's just taking all the supply from this.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't wait. I can't wait to see what Pulsar does. I think they're still just getting out of the gate here with a couple last tweaks they're going to do. And then when they do, it's game on. Game fucking on.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Absolutely. If you go back on I've had the Volt guys, Steve on Volt was on. I had the Element dude from Element 280 and Helios on. Rudy from Titan Legends was on. So I've got quite a few streams with a lot of the different founders from these protocols. So you can go back and watch some of them and, hopefully see the founders and they're like, honestly, I've not seen one red flag anywhere in the ecosystem. And I'm as honest as I say whatever I think. Some people don't like to hear some of the stuff I have to say, but I'm going to be as honest and transparent as possible. And if there's anything I see, I'm going to call it out or say it right away. And there's been nothing.
Same.
There was a failed launch in the dead period. To be fully transparent, there was a project that tried to pull off a launch in the dead period, and they totally failed it. But everyone was reimbursed. Actually, it was one of those things where you're like, a project failed and then went out of its way to reimburse everybody all the Titan X they put in there. So
that went so smooth. Look at that. So that went so smooth. It didn't didn't even spread around the ecosystem, because I never even knew that. So clearly there weren't people blasting it around Twitter, and like that's why this community is special. When something happened like that, they do it the right way, so people aren't going to go freak out on Twitter because they're getting their money back.
Yeah,
Right.
it was legit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, guys, this is man.
What's that
And
word
two, we're
again?
still a 10x away from where we were in December last year. A 10x from here. So if you're looking at this
So
chart and you're like,
wild.
man, because when you look at the chart, you're gonna just see this and you're gonna be like, oh my God, I'm buying the top or whatever. But no, once you zoom out, you realize we still got a 10x to go to be back up where we were. So I think
And understand what that chart, the entire future is hyperdeflation.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, and it's all adoption. It's, there's got to be, legitimate people in here playing around. But every single, I mean, I don't know, we just went through it. I don't remember what the total was. There's over $20 million. There's probably almost 30 million plus at this point, because there's 14 million in Hydra. There's 4 million. And
really, it was like 35 plus that we saw.
Yeah, 35 plus million
Yes.
of just future buy pressure, which takes it all off the market forever.
Mm-hmm. And
That's at ETH. That's at ETH right now at $2,500. If ETH double every
We're
one of
going.
those.
Mm-hmm.
We're going places.
So, guys, like, dude, this is gonna get
Financial vice.
stupid.
Yeah.
And people are gonna look at the guys that got into this early and just held these projects, and they're gonna be called, "Oh, you guys were so lucky. You guys are so lucky." No, it's luck. It's not luck. This is a combination of like the first. It was hard after I did all max miners day one, and all my friends were printing on ETH 1.5 ETH, 1.8 ETH. I was like, what the hell? Like I screwed up. And sure enough, now I just held all my miners and swapped for DragonX when I got claimed on day 280. And that alone right there made up for the couple ETH I would have made doing short-term miners. So you can really do very few things, very few moves, and just do incredibly well.
How many is there in the DragonX buy and burn? Because that will have almost the same amount of effect on TitanX as itself, because it's liquidity paired.
Go to the TitanX.
In the vault too.
I don't remember how much they have right now, but I think they're getting about 40% of the 369 payout. So the 369 payout is 6.6. There's 6.6 in the 369 payout. So DragonX is going to get 40% of 6.6. I'm not going to do math on the screen. I know my limitations. Over almost 3, something like that. $30 million.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like I don't have a calculator on my damn computer here. I can actually type it in. 6.6, 40% is 2.6 million.
2.6.
2.64. But that's assuming that it doesn't stake any more in between now and then.
Yep. $22 million has been burned already.
We still got 11 days left until day 369. If any protocol comes out that donates to DragonX's vaults, well, then it's going to get a little bit more.
We're up to almost 18,000 users now at TitanX. This was like 16K last time I looked. That's not bad, bro. If we could gain 0.5% a day, that's really good. That's like 15% a month. That's not bad.
Oh, I can tell you. Let me go to the premium. I can give you the week, month, day, week, month breakdown on an added user.
Yeah, they got the elite right there. Damn, I would love that. Actually, I don't even need that. Just the pro. That one would be sweet. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. It's looking beautiful out here right now.
When are we getting on bubbles? What do we have to do to get on bubbles?
Oh, he's on there now. DragonX, it's on CoinMarketCap, so it should be on bubbles real soon, yeah. But actually, no. You know what? it must be a different thing because TitanX isn't on there. That's a good question. How do you get on bubbles?
Mac Dean
Come on,
Mike Dean to create his own bubbles on.
No, but like imagine 2 months ago when everything was fucking red and we were doing X's in days.
Yes.
How much more adoption would that have brought in? We got to get on bubbles, man. Come on.
Fair point.
CoinMarketCap was a good start though today.
That's a good start. That's a very good start. Let's get on bubbles, man. Let's go.
How did Morales spend out? Morales money.
I've never been to that site ever. Morales.
Don't you say that. Don't you say that. That's a fine site. That's doing some wonderful promotions for us. It's a good site. We all use it.
I've never used it.
I've been on actually quite a bit recently. I'll tell you what. I didn't use it before the little self promotion for us, but I didn't use it until the first vote. But now I'm using it. It actually looks pretty legit. It's a good site.
When it just came out, it was really cheap. Now it's almost unaffordable.
It's true. 513 new users to TitanX in the last 7 days. In the last 30, we have gained 2,175. I'll share this screen so you guys can see it.
I would say we would go at least to 150,000, 200,000 users within the next 6 to 8 months.
My favorite days are this, when you get like 5 Jeters. So we had 5 Jeters in 24 hours. Someone took their money and ran. Bye, sucker. You're not making the next 10X.
Seriously. Yeah.
So if we would get to 170,000 holders in the next 6 months, we would do 100x in price.
Yep. But then that's without the hyperinflation. So now we're doing 300x.
That's a good point. And without futures built on next TitanX protocols.
So
yeah.
Look, the future is bright. This is what we're saying.
Yes.
Everything, every metric, every possible metric we have. I was like, where are my sunglasses? Here we go.
Fair enough.
Yeah, there you go. Get the shades on you.
All right. Future's so bright, I got to wear shades. Look, every metric we can possibly look at says that we're going in the right direction.
Okay, let me get the shades on.
You gonna join me? All right, yeah, there we go, man.
Heck yeah, man. Let's get the shades on.
Look, show me a metric that doesn't show me good times are still coming in TitanX, because I don't see one. Every metric I see, we're going up. Maybe if you go in the 1 second ticker and watch for like a minute when there's a sell.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely insane.
Go back to that other wonderful chart right there.
17,000 holders, that's nothing. I can't believe we achieved all this with 17,000 holders. That's mind-boggling, to be honest.
I bought $1,000 of TitanX at the very beginning. Now we're at 52. What was my mistake?
Well, so that was a market buy in the at the top, I guess. Well,
yeah, I mean that's not even possible though, because we're like a 10x away from.
Yeah, that's. Well, yeah, because that'd be if you're 10x away, then on the way down. So if it's possible if you bought the absolute top market buy, the absolute. What was the? Because I'm sure there was a.
It's only 4. Yeah. I mean,
there's always a MEV. There's always a MEV bot.
I mean, yeah, you would have had to have bought like day one, but if you had just bought down at the bottom another $100 worth.
Yeah, well, no. Hey, if that's the case, if it's really worth $52 right now, then $100 is a hell of a DCA right now.
Yeah, but that mistake. Yeah, the mistake is you weren't watching VRA Finance back then. Honestly, that's all.
But do your DCA now. If it's only worth $52, then DCA double your position, and by the time it goes back to 1,000, you'll be 2x.
Yeah, well, exactly. Like this. Yeah, dude. This is. I mean, we're a 10x away from down and where we were topping out up here. So not including that first craziness, but a 10x to right here. So you put $100 in right now. You could pull out your initial 1,000 and still have a moon bag. But what I would do is just go hard as hell into TitanX right now and just hold it, bro. Just be patient. Don't do anything. And even if you want, mint some AlienX, mint some Morpheus X, get Element 280 NFT, but just hold a core bag of TitanX and I would not sell any of it for at least 6 months to just see what goes on, see how high it goes, and like if a little bit's going to change your life and stuff. That, or definitely do it. But now is not the time to sell when we're down at the bottom, because even like with PTGC, I remember back early on, I couldn't sell a couple $100 worth, and right now, like when I was laughing at millions of PTGC, I was sending tens to 100 million to people. And right now,
Yes.
if I just held it, that 100 million is more than I even have right now. And this shit's worth $5,000. So if you can just be patient and don't sell too early, like that was a mistake that a lot of us made last summer with PTGC. So it was a great learning experience to just hold, and these things can do numbers you never thought possible.
Correct.
I'll tell you what, and TitanX has a really good system in it. If you think you might cheat out, or you're worried you might cheat out, and you don't want to take any more extra risk, but you just want to hold, fucking stake it for 100 days. Stake it for 200 days. Just don't touch it. Just hold it.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming.
See what it does.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. I staked billions more on a short-term, medium-term time frame as these miners came out in the last couple months. I don't want that TitanX in my hands. I don't trust myself.
Right.
I know my limitations. I might see a shiny, dangly object and I want to go for it. So every time I had a TitanX miner, stake it.
So it said, Dr. Smith, what you want to do is Pulse Chain. Oh, there's only one project in the TitanX ecosystem that you mine on ETH, and you get, and some of it is on Pulse Chain. That's Pulsar. But in the future, there's gonna be a lot more tying of it together. But right now, it's on Ethereum. So to get TitanX, you got to have ETH, and you got to go to Uniswap. Or if you have like a MetaMask wallet, and you have ETH in there or another ERC20, you can just go to dexscreener.com and type in app.titanx.win. That's what is it? Titanx.win. Titanx.
App.titanx.win.
Yeah, and that's the website. You can get the official contract addressed over there, and you can swap for it. But if you got to get Ethereum. So what you got to do is go on an exchange or some on-ramp and buy ETH, and in MetaMask, instead of on Pulse Chain, switch it to Ethereum. So you got to get ETH into your MetaMask wallet, and then once you have the ETH there, then you could swap for TitanX. It's not on Pulse Chain.
Yeah,
if they do have.
I can already tell you how some people are going to feel.
Yeah.
Because when I got back into crypto, I almost went straight to Pulse Chain. And so if I'm that person and you're like, hey man, so just switch back to Ethereum, I'm like, bro, I just learned how to switch into Pulse Chain. I don't want to go back to Ethereum.
Yeah,
completely switched over, which I never done.
I just learned how to do that, man. Come on.
Yeah. So you just literally go to uniswap.org and then connect your MetaMask, and then you just go to ETH up here or whatever you want to swap for it, and then you plug in TitanX at the bottom, and you could swap any ERC20 for it, or if you have ETH or if you have USDC, whatever you want, you just go and swap it for it here.
If he only has Pulse Chain and Pulse Chain assets, then maybe change now. If it's not for too big of numbers, you can deploy your Pulse and get ETH in return, sent to an address that you want. It's almost like Tornado Cash, but then better.
What's the website? Change Now?
Change Now. So with Change Now, you can, it's sort of an OTC deal where you can say what you want to give. So you give them Pulse, then it will give you whatever coin you want to have in return to an address that you want. It could be to the same address, could be to a different address. So if you want to hide wallets, this is also a good solution to get.
Hey.
That's cool.
I wasn't paying attention until you said that last part.
But can you do Pulse Chain?
Yeah. You can put.
Oh wow! So you could do Pulse Chain and get yourself Bitcoin on your ledger if you want. That's really cool.
Yeah, or ETH. And the exchange rate isn't even that bad, to be honest.
I didn't even know about this. This shit is getting bookmarked instantly.
Yeah, and you can choose which address to send to, so it doesn't have to be the same address that you did everything.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is really awesome.
Ooh, buddy. Okay.
Yeah, that's
we can just like
yeah. You as long as you had those on there in like 2021. If you've had stuff for a long time, but if you bought stuff, say like in mid 2022 or something, it might have been after the snapshot. So you had to have been holding them towards like late 2021 to get the ERC20 token. So if it's stuff you bought like a year ago on there, it's not going to be there. Just so you know. So yeah, bro, this is a game changer. I did not know about it. I got it bookmarked now, and I'm going to be using the shit out of this website.
Yeah, I've been using this for years. Well, at least over a year. It was my go-to to hide wallets. It's a really good way to hide wallets.
You know, it's funny. I knew about this, but it's just like everything in life. There's just so much. You hear so many people tell you about things, but they didn't tell me the right thing, so it never stuck in my head, and I never used it. But you said the right thing, and now I'm just like you. Yep. Bookmark.
Yep. Bingo. There you go. This. Yep. TitanX, Pulse Chain, Dome. Yep. I got all the gems that are going to the firmament. All the winners in each ecosystem. I mean, I've been spending 8 to 10 hours a day. I mean, I know that the ones that we've identified are the right ones. I know. I've never been more confident.
It's one of
Shout out Titanium in the chat. He's an awesome TitanX community member.
Yes.
Awesome. Appreciate you coming into Titanium. Hyper's the next big mover, guys. Don't sleep on it. Yep. Hyper.
He's been there since the very beginning.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's awesome.
Yeah, he has a story up there where he said he bought the dip, sold the top, bought the next dip, sold another top, bought a Jeep, took some trips. He's about to take another trip. He's like, I got to play it right, man. I'll take just one of those. Give me one trip. Give me a Jeep. Like, yeah, man, I'll take any one of those. Let's go.
Yeah, Dome now, pop pumping, making a new all-time high. Look at that. Let's go. There's a chart would ever load. There we go. Look at that. Boom. Yep. Boom. Look at loving it, bro.
One of my best performers after PTGC. I think I got the most access on this one or on PTGC and then this one, I think. And maybe GIF.
Yeah, and it's only at a $5 million market cap too. So imagine when this gets to 100 million.
Dude, but also bring it to 100 million in liquidity. Literally 1K. 1.2K in liquidity.
That's awesome. Yep.
I think
exactly
went from what did he say? $65.
He's at like 70x. He's at about a 70x right now on this. Exactly. Mobius does better than me on all these coins. I swear to God.
Because he knows how to hold. We keep selling.
Yeah, I know. Me too. And I get it. I talk about it. I forget to buy in. And I do it 3 days later after it pumps, and it's like, oh man. So
hey guys, I gotta bounce out.
So, all right, well, I'm gonna wrap it up here in a minute too. Appreciate you coming on, man. I
can hang to the end if you're gonna wrap up in a second.
All right, I'm gonna wrap it up in like 5-10 minutes. Yeah.
Let's stick to the end.
My prediction is Bitcoin is gonna hit 88K. And then it's going to kind of retrace from there. We're going to have an alt season. Elections are going to come. I think it's going to be a little bit volatile. But at stablecoin regulation, I think there's going to be a huge shift in the market. I think they're going to crack down on shit coins. I don't think Bitcoin's ever going over 100K. And I think XRP and Ripple and Stellar and Hedera and the real blue chips, I think Athena and Ondo, I think those are going to be the coins that start to really lead this cycle. Moving forward, I think we're gonna have a huge shift, but I could be wrong, and Bitcoin could go to 150K, like everyone in the world is saying.
Right. Well, I agree with
whenever everyone says something.
Yeah, right. I agree with Bitcoin. I do agree. I'm still not convinced on the real world asset and meme coin. We've discussed it multiple times already. Is this going to be the cycle where meme coins are going to be rinsed out, or is it going to be next cycle? And I'm still thinking and leaning on that real world asset will be a next cycle thing, and this cycle will still be about degen non shit. I think
It could be. Yeah, it could be until the first lawsuit comes down on Pepe or
Right.
new regulation comes out saying any meme coins that want to be listed on exchanges got to come to the SEC first. One thing like that happens and it's over for all the shit coins.
Yeah. I think maybe inevitably we kind of all assume that the heavy crackdown regulation is coming. I feel like though this election is does it happen now, or do we kick this down do we kick this can down the road? Maybe for maybe even 8 years. I mean, because who knows? It's hypothetically, let's not talk politics. It's just talk hypotheticals. Hypothetically, if the blue side, we'll just call it, wins, you'll probably see a crackdown much sooner. Hypothetically, if the red side wins, you could see Gary Gensler get fired and it's game fucking on. And then if the red side wins the next election again, that can may get kicked down the road again. And we may have another cycle of gains before it really gets cracked down on. I don't know. But I think if the blue comes now, then I think maybe the party's over sooner than later.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
screenshot this.
I don't want to get a shadow banned.
You're good, bro. You're I'm so shadow banned. I'm not allowed monetization ever. So I mean, I did a flat earth stream with Dave Weiss earlier. We didn't get one troll in the live stream, so that's how you know we're so shadow banned. They don't even get alerts for stuff.
I've been classified a domestic terrorist for over a decade, so we're good.
Yeah. These are all the coins I'm holding right now that I've been talking about. And you can go back to like streams I did in like October, a year ago, literally October 2023. And I took 10 ETH and I bought a bunch of different altcoins. I diversified into Pulse Chain, Binance. I did a whole video on that. And I'm still pretty much holding all those coins. It's pretty much all these here. I mean, so you could, I'm just scrolling down here so you can screenshot them or see these are all the coins I'm holding that are on CoinMarketCap. I mean, obviously, I can show you the stuff I have on Pulse Chain, but yeah, this is everything that I got on Binance, Matic, all the ETH and L2s off of them. So yeah, you can look through this list here, but yeah, and if you go back for a year, 2, 3 years, I guarantee you I show all my stuff. I'm transparent. It's all the same coins. Like I don't rotate and stuff. Like I'll add all the Titanx stuff. It's new, but I've been holding the altcoins. Saucer Swap. I got in day 1, April 2022. My bag's been staked for almost 3 years now. Like I don't rotate. I buy early and I just hold because the richest guys I work with, I've learned from. That's all they do. They find opportunities. They believe in them. They go balls deep into them and they just hold them. They have conviction. And just people that are very conservative and just diversify a little here and a little there when it's safe, that shit don't work. You're going to get crushed. You got to go against the grain. You got to feel uncomfortable doing stuff. But if you do the research and you just know, like, that's it. You just got to have confidence in yourself and know what you're doing. And you've done the research. You surround yourself with people that will give you contradicting opinions, stuff to support you, tell you you're crazy, tell you you're on point. Like just surround yourself with the right people that won't just yes, yup, and tell you what you want to hear, but give you actual critical feedback. I mean, it's so important. So just over the years of talking with people, meeting with different teams, talking to different teams, different projects, being in spaces, Discord servers, you just start absorbing information. And when you have a little touch of the autism, it just sticks.
I love it.
Yeah, definitely. All right, guys. Anything else you got? I'm good. I got some FOMO now. I'm excited. I think we're so close to taking off. I think if Trump keeps this big lead, and I'm hearing that the thing holding big money on the sidelines is they want to see the election turn out if it's going to be Trump or comma, but if it moves toward looks like Trump, we're going to see big money coming in, I think.
Let's fucking go.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hey, man, I appreciate you having me on. Awesome stream. You do awesome stuff.
Appreciate it, bro. Thanks, brother. Thanks for coming on.
Me. Should do more often.
Absolutely.
Anytime. Yeah, anytime I do these solo streams now, I'm gonna just throw them in the streamer thing, and we got a cool thing going on now. So I think once we kind of get in the flows, people do their normal times and come on and off. We'll start figuring out a way to almost have a Titan X stream running 24/7. That would be awesome.
That's your dream. You're gonna make it happen. You've been speaking.
We're gonna make it happen,
brother.
Exactly.
No, but I mean, but it's your energy is speaking this thing into happening. It is. We're getting there.
It's real, bro. Manifestation's real. You gotta believe in it, and that shit comes true. If you're negative all the time and toxic, you're gonna be in that toxic mentality, and it's no good. Not in the Titan X ecosystem. Everyone's positive here, and yeah, that's right. The conference next weekend. Sure, you'll be there. Hopefully, I get in a spot. I'd love to speak there. So, so much is coming.
Spoke to you yet?
No, Steve did actually. I think, hit me up, but it's not confirmed yet. But I'm sure he'll hook it up.
That's possible. Hit you up.
No. If you're available, it's confirmed you're coming on. I'll fucking send you.
Yeah, no, I can do it.
Any point.
You just book me. Just send me a time and say you need to be on this time. I'll be there.
You're on. You're both on. I don't know what you guys are even debating.
Let's
you're both
go.
on my conference. Let's fucking go.
I think we're good.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, guys. Appreciate all you guys that were in here tonight. Dr. Smith, yeah, man. I stream all the time. Mo's always streaming. So, yeah, we'll be around.